Hello, I'm JV Miller with ProfessionalGambler.com. NFL 2017 rule changes are here. Celebration times are back again. The NFL is relaxing their celebration rules to allow players more room to celebrate and goof off after they make big plays. You'll see players dunking the ball over the goalposts, praying,
act by Randy Moss,
and of course dancing, but be careful, there's usually a hidden motive behind NFL rule changes. First of all, what are the new rules? Following a touchdown, using the football as a prop will be permitted, as well as celebrating on the ground and group demonstrations. Despite the new approach, the league still has some rules. No suggestive dancing, twerking, etc. Nothing offensive. Celebrations that are prolonged and delay the game, and those directed at an opponent will still be penalized. I think it's a great idea. I'm glad to see it. It means more recreational bettors, and as a percentage of the whole, the more of those, the better. Okay, next rule, overtime. The extra period has been shortened from 15 minutes to 10 minutes. The rule should improve player safety, so the league says. Is that the reason for the change, you think? No, absolutely not. It's about NFL's TV contracts, which are paramount to the league. Evening network TV, especially on Sunday evenings, is just too valuable to interfere with anymore. Even though only about 5 games a year typically go over 10 minutes in overtime, the suits don't want any. Okay, the next rule change. Injured reserve eligible players. 2 players are now allowed to return from injured reserve as opposed to 1. Players designated to return are eligible to practice after 6 weeks on injured reserve and play after 8 weeks. That hasn't changed. This allows players who suffer injuries at an early point in the season to come back for potentially significant games late in the season. Look, NFL is right around the corner. Hundreds of times more people bet NFL than all the other American sports. So come August, it's a madhouse around here, and our newsletter costs more when you subscribe in the late summer or early fall. So you should take advantage of the slowest month of the year, which is right now. June is slow for handicappers, and it's like the best kept secret around, because when you buy a 6-month subscription right now, instead of waiting and doing it in August or September, we actually will extend it all the way through the Super Bowl, but starting right now. That's February the 4th. So you get more than 8 months for the price of 6 months and at baseball rates. In other words, you're buying NFL season, the whole NFL season, but at baseball prices, which are the cheapest. So you get the rest of MLB, the rest of NBA, all of NFL, all of NCAA football, a good chunk of the next NBA season, and almost all NCAA basketball for 6 months of baseball prices. Don't handicap baseball, you say? Well, you don't need to. Bet our plays as is. That's what a lot of people do. Relax, enjoy the summer, enjoy the plays. Build up your bankroll in preparation for NFL just by betting our plays as is. We're winning the equivalent of about 57% against the spread at normal odds against Major League Baseball this season. So jump in right now. If you wait till August or September, you'll just end up paying more and getting less. All right, final rule change. 1 cut down. Instead of having 2 cut days where the summer roster is trimmed prior to the 4th preseason game from 90 to 75, and once again from 75 to 53 less than a week later, all teams now will have 1 cut down deadline from 90 to 53 following their final preseason game. This change is expected to prevent injuries to key reserve players. Is that really why they're doing this? No, the NFL is doing this to make money. They're targeting their preseason as an area for potential growth revenue-wise. To be as popular as NFL is, the preseason is not very popular, and they're trying to fix that. They're trying to get more starters to participate in that final preseason game. All right, follow me on Twitter at JV Miller Sports, and you can email me at jv@professionalgambler.com. Thank you and good luck.